All right, today we're going to be a thermal scope and we're going to open it up and see how it looks. Now, out of the box, you get this beautiful case, if you guys can see that, right? That retains everything that's available for the actual scope. Let's go ahead and open it up. So first of all, greet it with the instructions, very important because this is going to show you how to use some of the actual features in here. It's not something that you could just get up and go. You just make sure that you read some of the manual or maybe look at this video. Now, a little cloth, this is very important, cleaning the lens, all right? Type C connection, all right? This is a cable to charge it, or not only that, not only charging, but you can transfer from your computer, from your device straight to your computer, all right? Now, included, there's a battery in here, and this is where it actually resides the battery here. All right, it's a lithium battery that you could replace it, or you could have extra ones available. Now, the scope itself, it's a little hefty. It has its weight. It has a cover for the front of it. This is a scope cushion right here, like a silicone one. So if you put your eyes too close to the actual scope here, people could get injured. Well, in this case, it has a little cushion. They give you an extender, of course. It has a little grip that you could release easily. All right, easily release on any rail that you have. The cover, like I mentioned, the cover focus for the front scope. And then you also have focus here for the back of the scope, all right? So you have two types of scope. You have buttons, up, down, up arrow, down arrow, and then menu, and then power. Now, on top of that, you get a charging station for the battery. It's a micro USB to the charging station. Another rail. This is a rail for in case you have to elevate or adjust, make adjustments, because not every single a gun or rifle it comes the same. So they give you this adjustment here to charge the system or to plug it in for power brick. A longer extension, if you guys can see that, compared to the existing one, and it's easy to remove. So if it depends on your caliber. If you have a 308, I recommend you putting something like this. 223 will be probably this or anything lower than that, right? So just to give you aware, anything higher caliber, use this one. Very important. All the tools and extra screws that you need, Allen wrench and so forth, to remove and adjust the system, all right? And that's will be for mostly here and the bottom of the actual scope. This is pretty much what you get, everything you see in here. Now, overall, the scope comes with handy stuff ready to go out of the box. Now, let's go ahead and take a look and see how it works. First of all, the scope. You have 1x all the way to 4x. So you have 1x, 2x, and 4x zooming in on the lens itself. You could reach up to 1968 of yards of images, all right? So now it's an OLED screen that's built in, and it's a 1024 in there, just so you can know it's crystal clear. Now capturing the video is going to be a little bit easier with this system because it's very sharp on it, all right? And I'm going to show you a couple of details how to use the actual system itself, right? Now, first of all, 1968 yards is pretty much the range maximum, but you can actually go further up. All right, first of all, we're going to take a look at the types of zoom in levels that you have right now. And if you can see, we're going to try the number 1 first. So we're going to hit the button up. There's 1 and 2. So we're also going to test out the different types of thermals. We're going to go from red hot, white hot, iron red, green hot, fusion, and ice fire. That's pretty much all the different types of tones that we're going to test out here, as you can see it. And we're also going to take a look at later down the line, picture in picture. But I just want you to see the types of different thermals that you have. All right, let me go over the menu itself. So when you hit menu, you got color, and this is the crosshair color that you can change. And if I hit up, it'll go change the colors, all right, with the up arrow, of course. Hitting it down arrow. And then we're going to go from menu to the actual adjustments. This is where you want to adjust your actual hits, all right? So if you take it to the actual range, to make sure you find your shot, you have to adjust it through here. I'm not going to make any changes right now. I haven't taken this scope to the range yet. Now I'm going to go ahead and move on. Now this is a reset one.
We're not going to reset anything, but if you mess up or you want to change the actual crosshair information, you can always change that. And this is the user data, so you could have multiple, like I said, multiple different zoom in information for different types of scope. And then of course you have different types of actual crosshairs, all right, that read out differently. All right, so with the up and down arrow, I'm gonna hit the down arrow so you guys can see the different types of crosshairs that you have in here. This is for more elevation, if you guys can see that. This is a center cross of rapid fire, and there's a lower elevation, and the classic scope crosshair, and back to the center. So if you want to go back, you keep with the one that you want. So we're going to keep this one right here. We're just going to hit menu and move on to the color. The color, we're going to change it to a little bit more sharper so we can know where our target's at. In case you could even go greener. I like this one, so I'm going to keep this one. Like I said, you can always reset everything. So very simple to use. All right, we're going to go back to menu. Hold down the menu button and it goes back to it. Now, if you want to change to make sure the Wi-Fi is on, and you want to change the time, you want to change any other options, you hold down the menu for even longer. All right, so you hold down the button, and if you guys can see, there's the menu button in the bottom. This is date and time. You got your power on. What time do you want it to turn off? Every 5 minutes if not active, or so forth. And then of course you have your languages, your gyroscope, your format. You can format the card from here. Your settings, your version that you have, your playback, image effects, hotspot tracking, your LCD brightness, unit switch, loop recording. This is the audio recording, and right now we have it off. We're gonna go see if we can change it on. So anytime I'm using the scope, I could actually talk about it, and you're gonna be able to hear me on that. And then to get out of this menu, just hold down the menu button for longer, and it goes back to the default. All right, we're going to hold down the button for picture-in-picture, if you guys can see that. So let's go ahead and do that. Hold it down. And there it is, showing picture-in-picture. So you can see your target. If you want to get rid of picture-in-picture, hold the button. And there you go.